We're going to start down on the floor. We're going to be working into hips in a variation of clam openers. So immediately you want to just get those knees right in front of your hips. Can you guys see me okay? Scoot back. Okay, so we have this angle here, this 90-degree angle from the hips, and we want to just make sure we're not going to be shifting from the hips. So just that little reminder of just good quality form. We're not shifting or moving from the hips, they stay stacked. We're going to first just keep our feet stuck together like this. Okay, open and close. So begin when you're ready. So very small range of motion. You don't need to try to crank the knee up to the ceiling. It stays facing forward, keeping those hips stacked. Now we're going to keep those knees stuck together and we're just going to flip the foot up. So this is internal rotation of the hip. Knees stay stuck together. And now we're going to go toes together, knees together, toes together, knees together. You got it. Just keeping your head comfortable, relax neck and shoulders. And we're going to do the same exact range of motion, but we're going to hover the leg. So you won't actually create contact anymore. You're just going to lift that leg, internal and external rotation. Leg is just a little bit higher. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we'll switch sides. So just getting yourself well set up, head supported, knees out in front in this 90-degree angle, and we're going to keep the feet stuck together, open and close. Now knee will stay stuck together, flip up the foot. And now internal and external rotation. Toes will tap, knees will tap. Now we're going to hover that leg, continue to do internal and external rotation, leg a little bit higher. So we're not forcing range of motion. This should not be painful in any way for the hip, except for just a good healthy burn, right? We're feeling the muscles. Leg just feels a little heavy, but we're still able to work in our range of motion. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. We will be coming back to that, but not for a little while, so they'll be able to recover. And now we're going to lay onto our back. We're going to focus on opposites, but one side, so we will not be alternating. This is our ab work. So I'm just going to take my right arm kind of wide, and my left arm is going to be the one that's moving. And with my left arm and my right leg, I'm going to connect. I've crunched up to connect, and I can kind of leverage off of this arm a little bit, okay? We're going to open back out, keep those abs very strong, still trying to keep that low back close to the floor. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, exhale, crunch. You don't have to do the crunch if that's too much for your neck. So you could also just leave your head down, but make sure you're connecting, okay? So here we go. Go ahead and begin when you're ready. Add the crunch or no crunch. Make sure this is mainly ab work. You might feel the leg a little bit, but keep this work in the abs by keeping them tight and strong and breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're just switch right over now to the other side. We'll connect and open. Exhale, crunch and open. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That looked really good. Nice job. Good cross patterning there. Now we're going to come up, grab one of your weights, and we're going into single leg deadlift. So if you'd like to stay close to the wall, you can hold onto the wall. I'll demonstrate what that will look like. If you're holding onto the wall, your weight will be on the outside arm, your free hand. You're going to do a single leg deadlift, lock in, overhead press. Single leg deadlift, lock in, overhead press. If you're not holding on, it'll just, super similar. Opposite hand with the opposite leg that's balancing, overhead press. Okay, good. Begin when you're ready. So this is one where the weight is more appropriate for the shoulder work that you're doing. And we're focusing on that hip hinge, hips go back, spine stays neutral. We can lock in, we can balance, and then we add that overhead component as just a little extra challenge, keeping us in our locked in balanced position a little longer and keep those abs active. Gary, put your weight really close to your knee. Okay, that's going to save your back. So you're reaching with your weight way far away. Keep it right here at your knee. And then stand up. Okay, time to switch sides. Plant that other foot. Begin when you're ready. Looking good. And this is slow. You can kind of think of it as two separate exercises, or you can think of it as just a flow. As long as your abs can stay on and support wherever you are in that flow or wherever you are in that exercise. Two, one, and rest. Nice job. Very good. We'll be moving into more balanced work. And this one is one where you can use your wall, where both hands will be on the wall. Maybe you have a chair and you can just hold on to the back of the chair. If you don't have anything like that close to you, you can grab the ball. I might even just demonstrate with the ball for myself. But first, I'll demonstrate with the ball. Okay, so hands are going to be on the wall. Take a big step away. We're about parallel to the floor here. So abs are on. Then you're going to pick up one leg. And we're going to try to maintain our parallel position here. And then you have that touch point, that wall to either continue to hold on to, or it's just right there, or that chair, whatever you might need. And we're going to hold that position. Okay, this is called balancing stick. Do the best you can. Ready? Begin. A lot of work for this balancing leg. And then of course we have gravity working on the back side of our body. So all throughout the back, upper, mid, low back, that cheek that's holding up the leg, the abs that are working from the bottom. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. Very good. All right, ready? And begin. This is back side of the body work. You should feel how these muscles are engaging against gravity. I like to say with gravity. Abs stay on. Balancing leg is definitely working hard. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. How'd that go for everybody? It looked good. Good. And you can hold on as much as you need to, or just kind of keeping it close by in case you need it. That looked great. Okay, so next we're going to go into our heavy deadlift. So let's see. If you have a kettlebell, that would be great. If you just have two heavy weights that you can combine, that works great too. We're going to take a little bit of a wider stance, and we're going to reach for the back heels. Okay, so notice how much my weights actually go underneath me. They're not going to hang out in front. Okay, so reaching for the back heels. They don't need to go any further than that. Just back heels, stand up, lock in. Reach for the back heels, stand up, lock in. Notice that my knees do bend a little bit, so just a soft knee, but still getting a stretch in the hamstring, and the spine still stays straight. Okay, so you don't go any lower than a neutral spine. You don't start to round down to get lower, okay? Yeah, it's looking good. And abs do stay on throughout the exercise. When you stand up, squeeze those cheeks together. That's your lock-in. Then they stretch back, and then they lock in again at the top. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. So that is our first round down. So we'll take a water break because that's kind of a long round. And then we're going to come back to our clam opener set on the floor. Good. Yes, as you're feeling ready, just come on down to the floor, laying on your side. And just for the fun of it, in the second round, I'm going to reverse our order. So we're going to start, let's get our positioning correct, 90 degrees. And we're going to start with the leg up and internal and external rotation. Here we go. And now we'll bring down for a tap. Tap the knees, tap the toes. And now knees stay stuck together, and we'll just flip up that foot. Nothing else in your body should be moving. Okay. Hips don't even move with this. They're just staying stacked. Now foot stays stuck together, and we'll lift the knee. Small range of motion. We're not cranking that knee up. We're not rotating from the hips. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll switch sides. Okay, as soon as you're ready, hover the leg, internal and external rotation. And come down to touch, connect, toes, the knees. And now keep those knees connected, foot flips up. And now lift only the knee, feet stay connected. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. We'll come back to our abs now. So again, this is cross patterning. We're going for touch to opposite limbs. And the crunch is optional. I'll show the crunch again. Crunch is optional. I'm lifting my chest towards my thigh and then opening back out, up, keeping my abs tight the whole time. All right, we'll stay on this one side. I'll let you know when we're switching. Opposites connect. Begin. Three, 2, 1. Switch over. Begin when you're ready. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Very good. And let's come back up. We're going to go into our combo, our single leg deadlift and overhead press. It's okay to hold on. The opposite arm has the weight from the leg that's going to be balancing. Okay, and when you go into your single leg deadlift, that weight just slides down the front of your leg. You lock in, overhead press. Begin as soon as you're ready. Yes, opposite hand should have the weight from the leg that's balancing. So there's a little bit of this cross over in the body. Again, that opposite hand will slide down, touching that opposite leg. It's all good stuff for our cross patterning. 2, 1, and we switch. Set up on that other side, grip with your foot, lock in your abs. Begin when you're ready. And 3, 2, 1. Really good. And we'll go back into now our balancing stick. Okay, so that is a 30-second hold in balance with a whole lot of muscles on the back side of the body activated. All right, find your positioning. If you need to hold on to something, go as parallel to the floor as you can, and we're on. Think of length. You're reaching for your fingertips and out through your toes. Your abs are doing some hard work here, supporting this parallel position, this work with gravity. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Very good, and we'll switch sides. Abs on, here we go. Good, just looking down at the ground. Making sure you're active, not just holding on, right? Active, use all these muscles together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good, nice. And let's grab our heavier weights again. We're gonna go into deadlifts. So a kettlebell or your weights just kind of come center like this. I just hold them together. We're reaching for the ankles. So I'm not coming down all the way to the floor. If I were to come down to the floor, I would lose my form. You see how my back is? So I'm finding my happy medium, a good stretch where I can still keep my back nice and neutral. All right, here we go. If you can go to the floor without rounding your spine, go for it. I just don't want to think that that's the expectation. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's take another breather. Good work. And I think you know what's coming. We're going to go back to our clam opener set. We'll do our set like we did with the very first round where we're going to build up again. When you're ready, just take a position on your side. Good, knees are in front. All right, keep those feet together and we open the knee. Here we go. And knees stuck together, flip up the foot. Good. And now we'll go internal and external. We're going for touch. And now let's hover that leg. Okay, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. A nice setup. Head is comfortable, neck is relaxed. Here we go. Just opening that knee. Feet stay stuck. And knees stay stuck together, and we'll flip up the foot. Now moving into internal and external rotation, tapping the feet together, tapping the knees together. This is the last time, last leg. We're in our third round. And let's hover that leg, lift a little higher, continue that internal and external rotation. Hips are still trying to stay stacked, okay? Try not to open up your body towards the ceiling. Just kind of catching myself do that because you're tired, so you'll kind of compensate a little bit. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Nice work. Let's move to abs. So with this one here, in case you're starting to feel a lot of leg, maybe we can experiment with just bending that knee so it feels a little bit more like a crisscross bicycle, but we'll just stay on the same side. So it went from here to just bending that knee and see if it turns off that leg. We get more into the abs. Also remember you can put down your head at any time. And begin when you're ready. Still going for that connection if you can, that touch. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Try to keep that low back close to the floor. 2, 1, and rest. And we'll hop up into standing, grab one of your weights. Moving into our single leg deadlift. So we've got our balancing leg and the opposite hand has the weight. Begin whenever you're ready. We're moving slow through these. Making sure that you can keep that cheek flexed when you're standing and overhead pressing, as well as those abs. And 2, 1, and let's switch sides. Same exact thing, just begin when you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And now we'll move into our balancing stick. So this is an isometric hold. So we're working even though we're not moving. Okay. Pick your foot. Go as parallel to the floor as you can. Both hip bones are facing down. Arms are reaching. Leg is reaching. Our timer is on. 30 seconds here. Stay active through your core. Stay active through those backside muscles all the way through your back, into the cheek, through the foot. Neutral neck, just looking down at the floor. No tension there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we switch. Plant that foot, get into position. Timer's on. Keep reaching. Keep active. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good job. All right, let's pick up our weights. We're into our heavy deadlift. We have a minute of deadlifts. Wider stance. Begin when you're ready. Push those hips back. Stretch the legs. Lock in with the cheeks and the abs at the top. The pace of going down and the pace of standing up are the same. Okay, so we're not speeding up. We're just moving slow, both directions. Long neck, try to keep the shoulders open. So our weights are held in front of us. We're not going to let those weights round our shoulders forward. We're going to keep our chest open, shoulders away from our ears. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was great. Grab some water. We're going to do a little bit of a mobility drill, and then we'll do our cool down. Well done there. A lot of really good balance work, cross-patterning work, some patterns put in there. Okay, next we're going to take a position where we're going to basically set up like a child's pose where you would be sitting back on your heels. And once you're down, I want you to get your forearms together like this. So they're kind of like between the knees. Forearms are pressed together. Good. All right, let's start with your right arm. You're going to put your right hand by your right ear. You're going to watch your right elbow as it opens up, kind of towards the ceiling. We're not cranking on it. And then we're just going to close it back up, touch the other forearm. Inhale, open up, rotate. Exhale, close, touch the other forearm. So what you're doing is you're not going to let your lower back rotate. So your hips are staying planted. I can kind of feel my heels. So I'm making sure that I just keep equal weight on my heels. I'm not rotating. I'm not shifting. You may or may not have that kind of feedback, but just really trying to make sure that you're not letting your low back shift at all. And this is all mid-back to upper back mobility. So just feel the stretch, but no strain. This is our last one on this side, and then we're going to switch over. Same thing. Might feel like you have to warm it up a little bit, few reps, no problem. And we'll do one more on this side. Good. Well done. Nice. And now we're just going to come into a laying down position. I want to just be able to get a deep stretch into those hips. All those clam openers, right? But we just want to stretch this out. So hopefully the legs will feel fine doing this. You're going to cross your knees. Like if you're in a seated position, it's like crossing your legs. And then you're going to grab hold of your feet or your ankles and pull in. Okay, if this is painful, just find an adjustment for yourself. So we're not pulling on those knees. We're gonna switch out those legs now so they'll uncross, cross over the other way, grab hold of those ankles or feet again, pull in. And we'll release those legs. And now we'll just take a position that's nice and open. Take up some space in the room you're in. And we'll go into our deep breathing exercise. So this is restorative to the body. We're letting our body know that, okay, we worked hard and now we need to go into recovery mode, into rest and digest mode. So nice big diaphragm inhale and a very slow exhale. Into a minute of gratitude. A minute of gratitude. Feel free to do some more stretching if you feel that you need that. Foam rolling if you need that. Maybe you'll feel those hips later on. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.